Hello guys, my name is Michael, and today it is time for us to move on. It is time, better say it is CSS time. So let's see how we can apply CSS to our radio button. Let me run the program. This is our last program which we are creating in the last tutorial, and we are saying that now we are going to speak about CSS. So let's see. CSS nodes says there's a radio with its child, and of course there's a GTK-RadioButton with indicator and so on, has a main CSS node with the name RadioButton and a subnode with the name radio. GTK-RadioButton without indicator change the name of its main node to button and adds a radio style class to it. The subnode is invisible in this case. What this means, we are going to see about this and about this part, because maybe it is a little bit tricky for you, or maybe you don't understand why is that and why is that, which one should I use it and which shall I not. Okay, I don't know if should I not is right question. Anyway, let's see. That being said, we need a GTK-RadioButton to create its style. So this means the name says everything, RadioButton. Now let's say let's change its color to red, the background color, and the color, of course, let's change it also to white. Let's run the program now. As you can see, we have now the background is red and the color it's white. Okay, let's see another thing. Let's see, for example, let me copy this part. Let's see the focus, how it's look like. For example, let's do it magenta, because I like this color, and I will compile and run the program now. As you can see, magenta is there. If I move the window, it's not there anymore. It is there because it is focused. It had nothing to do with selected, so just be careful not to not how can I say, don't make the mistake to think that this thing which I'm doing now, when I'm clicking here, I'm checking these radio buttons here, means that you are selecting the checking part. No, this is the focus part, because watch, when I move, you see it's disappearing. So this means this is the focus part, it's not the checking part. If you want to set the check it, for example, let me hide this part here, check it. Now let me compile it and then run it. Now you see, now when I'm clicking and I'm moving the window, it stays checked. So this is the check it thing, which maybe a lot of people, they create this confusion because they don't understand what's the difference between focus and check it. Well, the difference is big when you have an application, but when you have a small program like this one here, it is not so, it's not easy to notice, or moreover, if you have only one widget, then you have a problem, because well, let me show you. Let me drop the grid attach part here, so that we are not using we are not printing it. You see, it is only one widget, and it is defaults to magenta, which is the check it one, because it is check it, as you notice. So if we now change the check it with the focus, it will still be the same thing, and this is the part where people are mistaken. But when I move in the window now, you see the color is changed. So basically it is now where the part where you understand it. Okay, so this is the check it one. Now let's change to, let's say, but active, for example, let's put it black. Active means, if you know already, when you click something, you see I'm clicking and the button is now the color, its background color is black and the color is white. When I release the mouse now, it goes back to its color. You will see better if I print our second radio button here too. So watch, I'm clicking here, I'm releasing, I'm clicking here, I'm releasing, see? So basically this is the thing, the black background, which is set with active. Okay, now let's copy this part. I'm going to hide it and I'm going to use the last one, which is the hover. The hover, you know already what it is. When you play with your mouse pointer over a widget like this one, you see it's hovering. So basically this is what the hover does. Okay, I will drop now this part 2 because we don't need it. I will drop the checked part 2 also. So now we have our radio button, which is red and defaults to white as its text color. Now let's see some other things, like, let me go back, and here says radio button and radio. What this means? Well, let's see. I'm copy this part here and throw it here, and then I will access the radio, as you can see here, and I will say background should be yellow. What do you think happens here now? Where's this yellow part? Let's see. As you probably already noticed, it is the background here of the radio button. This one changed. This one, it is now yellow. Now let me put it black so that you see it better. You see, now it's black. So basically this thing does the radio thing here. How about with this story? What's the story with this one? Well, one thing is for sure. What do you think happens if you copy this part here? And let me comment this one. What do you think happens now? I mean, let's copy this part and throw it here. Let's compile it and run it and see what happens. Well, nothing happens. So if nothing happens, then why is there? Why and how to run it? Well, let's see. It says GTK radio button without indicator. Indicator means it's radio. Change the name of its main node to button and adds a .radio style class to it. The subnet is invisible in this case. So basically we saw that changes by adding a dot, but we tried this and it's not working. So how can I make this one working so like it was working at this one? Well, that's very simple, and maybe the documentation should give a better example of, maybe it is, or maybe if there is a better example here and I'm not understanding what it means. So here, then sorry, it's my mistake, but I'm not sure what the documentation says about how you access this tool, but I will show you how you do it. So this means I will put, because it's a class, it says here a radio style class. So being the class, we need the dot here, and now because we have the dot, now we can basically access the radio. But of course, if you are doing something like this, it will not work. You see, we have no black here. Why? Because this thing works only here when you access directly the button. What we are needing, it's comma, and once that we use comma, we will say that the radio, or all radios, it's only one which belongs to this button class, should default to black. As you can see, now we have this nice black background, which I will change it now to yellow, and I will compile it and run it, and as you can see, now we have a nice yellow background of our radio button. So this means this is everything which you need to know about GTK radio button CSS. This is everything you need to know to start applying CSS to your radio button. All other CSS things which you learn, you can now apply them and use it, because you know how you work with, and of course you can choose which kind of things you want to apply, which kind of CSS styles we want to apply and where on your radio button. So that being said, we are done with this story too, and the next tutorial which it's coming, it will be about signals. Okay, so that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you like it. Please leave a comment if you have more questions, and if you think that there is something which I was missing here, and so on. And until then, thank you guys again for watching. Please subscribe, share with your friends and neighbors, and until next time, see you guys.